and welcome back to another video on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for 350 subscribers. Literally, my head is about to fly off. All of the comments on all of my videos mean so much to me. Even if they're not nice comments, even if they're random comments, even if they're really nice comments, thank you so much. Thank you. I love hearing from you. I love hearing feedback. I love everything about it. And thank you so much to everybody who subscribed, who left a comment, who liked. Literally, thank you. I'm still blown away that this many people want to watch my edits and watch me blabber on about animal care. So thank you so much. I don't know if you know how much this means to me. I never thought I would reach this point, so thank you. Before I talk too much about me, let's get on to the video about hamsters. So I was going to make a hamster video a little while back. Totally forget what I was going to make it about. So I thought of something new. I don't think I've ever made this video before, which is a surprise because I have made over 100 videos. I think like almost 200, maybe over 200. So that's a little bit of a shocker, but this video is going to be about good and bad places to keep your hamster, kind of good place to keep your hamster and why, and bad places because of reasons. So let's go on to the video. So the first thing a good place is, I'll start with the good places. So good places to keep your hamsters are in quiet places. Hamsters are nocturnal/crepuscular. I think I said that right. So they sleep during the day and they're awake at night. So you don't really want to have your hamster in a place where either you're practicing instruments or you have like multiple people in your room at all times, or just downstairs where either by the kitchen or people are working. Try to keep them in a quiet area away from all the noise and stuff. Now, if you go to school, most of the day you'll be away, so it doesn't really matter, but definitely make sure that if you don't like to hear them at night, they're not in your bedroom. Hamsters are really loud. Bear is in my room. I keep it nice and shady in here for Mr. Gecko and Bear, so it doesn't really have a problem with that. But I don't really mind his loudness at night. I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so yeah. Next thing to make sure is, again, they sleep during the day, so try not to have your room nice and bright, or try not to have wherever they're sleeping all windows open, lights on, everything like that. Try to keep the LED lights and the colored lights to a minimum. I have LED lights up here. It's only that strip and his cage is over there. I keep them dim because of all the pets in my room when I sometimes use them. So just try to keep lights off when they're sleeping. Try to keep colored lights to a minimum, or just try to dim them as much as possible. The next thing is, try not to put them underneath well, actually that's kind of more of a bad thing. Don't put them underneath a window or somewhere where air from the outside can get in. So in the winter, I usually put a thick blanket behind Bear's tank, and sometimes I have a heating pad under there, but usually my house is pretty warm. But since Mr. Gecko and Bear's tanks are towards the outside of the house, where the wall and then is the outside, I definitely take extra precautions in the winter to make sure they're still nice and warm. So for Mr. Gecko, I have a heating pad, I have the LED, or the lamp thing. For Bear, I usually put a thick blanket underneath and behind it, and I also have a heating pad for him. So if your hamster or any pet is by the outside of your house, just in the winter and in the summer, take precautions to make sure they're not too hot or too cold. Now for the fish tanks, this fish tank on the other side of my wall is another room, and for that tank on the other side of the wall is the hallway, so I don't have to worry about those too much because they're not facing the outside of my house. So again, just try to keep them away from windows, especially open windows, just because draft and too much air or too much heat can get in right below their cage, or technically above their cage. The next thing is try to keep them away from vents in the ceiling. Obviously, air and heat has to come from somewhere, which is totally fine, but try not to put your cage right below it. Again, draft and too much air or too much heat can cause damages to the inside of them and the outside of them, so just be careful with that. So overall, try to keep them out of the sunlight in the day. Try to keep colored lights away from them, even at night and in the day. I mean, if they sleep under a chamber hideout, it doesn't really matter if you have lights on, like colored lights during the day. Try to keep them away from direct contact from heat, air, and wind and stuff like that. And apart from that, just take extra precautions if they're towards the outside of your house, just so they don't get too hot or too cold. We have to remember that hamsters can't talk and cannot tell you if they're too cold or too hot, so we kind of have to figure that out for ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I think I have made a video on how to keep your hamster cold and how to keep your hamster warm in the winter and spring. I think I have. If I didn't, I can totally make a video on that if you'd like. Again, thank you so much for 350 subscribers. We are so close to 400. It literally means the world to me. Yeah, if you enjoyed this video, leave a comment and leave a like, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye!